Mr. Joseph says the fact that the opposition party in St Vincent and the Grenadines had suffered defeat 4 consecutive times is a clear indication that it's time for a change in leadership.
It's a clear indication that the people in St Vincent want change. But you would recall what had happened in St Lucia previously. You had a 9-8 situation twice, and 2 elections were called during that period of time, and you had a 9-8. I think a lot of times when oppositions don't do as well as they should in an election, it's really a reflection on the leadership of the party. As far as I know, in St Vincent, they've had the same leader 3 or 4 consecutive elections now, having lost. I mean, why would a leader hold his country to ransom for, or his supporters? To me, you go in once, twice, you don't make it 3 times and then 4 times.
The opposition party in St Lucia has recently had a change in leadership, but Mr. Joseph indicated that he was making a general statement about Caribbean politics. Mr. Joseph used the late Sir John Compton as an example. Joseph recalled that in 1996, Sir John had handed over the mantle to Dr. Vaughan Lewis, but then took back the reins in 2006 when things were not going so well for the party, and won the election in that year. The hallmark, as far as Mr. Joseph is concerned, of a good leader.
Because a leader loses does not mean that he cannot remain leader, but he must do the right thing in allowing the people the opportunity to make that decision rather than having the people to force that decision on them. Because if a leader, after losing an election, offers his resignation to his party, the party can make a determination to say, look here, while you offer your resignation, we would rather you remain as leader, or we believe it is the time for change. If that happens, a lot of the rift that develops within the organization, within the party structure, would not happen.
And then Mr. Joseph took issue with a statement by Dr. Kenny Anthony, which said in substance that he would spare no effort in unseating Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph responded by saying that Dr. Anthony tried everything in 2006 and 2011 to accomplish that feat, but to no avail. He went on to challenge Dr. Anthony to run the Castries Southeast seat since he resides in that constituency.
It's not for Dr. Anthony to decide who represents the people of Castries Southeast. I've told him he lives in Castries Southeast. Maybe he should run in Castries Southeast. Maybe that would be a good test to unseat me, for him to come and run the seat. If he's so determined to unseat me, why didn't he offer himself as the candidate for Castries Southeast? That's what he should have done. He is the man. And then we would test the ground and we would see who the people support, whether it's Guy Joseph or Dr. Kenny Anthony.
In 2011, Mr. Joseph won the seat by just over 100 votes when he came up against SLP rival Timothy Mangal. For the DBS News World, I am Don Nicholas.